Hejo, hejo, Ngelo, Querro z tej strony, witam bardzo serdecznie, moi mili. Kolejny odcinek przed nami. Niemniej jednak tutaj może wróciłbym do naszego miasta i spróbował wytrenować nasze jednostki. Przepraszam, nie rekrut, tylko train. New level. No jedynie trójkę możemy dać, nic więcej. Pięknie. Trening, jak widać, za dużo nas nie kosztuje, więc luz. Bardzo dobrze. I jeszcze tutaj mamy temple, świątynię. Nie rekrut, co ja robię? Train. Co prawda za dużo im to nie daje, ale zawsze lepiej mieć na trójce niż na dwójce. Potrzebujemy na upgrade, a żeby upgrade zrobić requires further advancement in your adventure. Czyli nie ulepszymy, dopóki nie zdobędziemy jakichś tam, że tak powiem, ulepszeń podczas naszej podróży. Wybudować też nie damy rady, bo dalej nie mamy blueprintów. Także jedyne co nam pozostaje to po prostu sobie podróżować dalej. Czyli naciskamy klawisz T i ruszamy. Tutaj właśnie mamy poznać, znaczy spotkać się z Mercenary Kingiem. Through the ancient temple appears abandoned. Its windows and doors are locked tight. The hour of the binding of the Trinity is near, but it is not now. No to w ogóle wygląda raczej jak jakiś wojownik okultyzmu, aniżeli jakiś rycerz. No ale jesteśmy na ziemiach, w których głównie są żołnierze. Na których głównie są żołnierze. I jakby nie spojrzeć... O, możemy się zregenerować. Tutaj żadnych świętobliwości nie ma. O, skrzyneczka. Chain boots. Sprawdźmy, czy będą lepsze od tych, co my mamy. Są lepsze. Mamy rudę. Arriving at the once lively village of Equishame, you're overcome by the scene before you. Makeshift beds line the muddied roads. In each, wounded men and women lay unconsciousness, dead or dying. Cutting up from the filth, a single priestess stands like a beacon of regal divinity.
If you're wounded, take a bed. I'll be offering healing prayer through the night. Until then, rest.
We ride for the hail. Don't interrupt your work for us.
Okej. Najpierw udamy się może do tego zamku, bo nie wiadomo co tutaj jest. Czy jakaś eksploracja nas tu nie czeka? Możemy sobie walczyć z rycerzami. Empire Forces, no nie ma ich za dużo, więc może i bym dał radę. A, możemy z automatu Conquer zrobić. Bardzo dobrze. No i świetnie. Hail Guard. You approach the castle hailed find not one but two strange sights. Before the hail stands a guard dressed in the regalia of the Veil, a political sect currently rising in power and esteem.
May his holy light enshrine you.
And you. We're here to hold court with the Mercenary King.
Rebels tried to take the castle, and the king died in the uprising. The Holy Prior watches over the lands now.
The Mercenary King is dead?
And to protect the holy prior from the same fate, the gates are closed to all, even outsiders.
The High Father called on me.
The Divine High Father came to me in a dream. He showed me the hail, bathed in holy light. He called me here.
A servant of the Veil on pilgrimage? The prior would love to pray over you in court, but his orders remain.
Most wise fellow worshipper. Yet, what are these orders?
The king died in the anarchy he himself fostered. These people are impure. Rebellion brews. Even now, the rebels reject our divine offer of purification and hide in Equisheim, plotting. But fear not. We've dispatched 10 of our most disciplined priestesses to bring reason.
So, as long as there are rebels, these gates stay closed.
If you are determined to get past, let the High Father guide you. But the gates are not just guarded, they're blessed. Only a priestess's incantation could open them now.
Perfect. And all the priestesses are in Equisheim, bringing reason.
What are the Veil doing
The
here?
Veil are servants to the Emperor, and we both know the Emperor has no place here.
The High Father is the Veil's only master, and he is everywhere. We no longer just serve the Emperor, we serve God.
Why did the Veil send a prior to occupy the castle?
Sending a prior to take control of the Hail is a bold choice. I'll give you that.
There was no choice. It was the will of the High Father that the holy light of the prior scorched these filthy, stained lands. The Veil acted on his will.
Why did the people rebel?
The people of the plains are wild, but they're not murderers. Something tells me there's more to this story.
They simply resist purification, as do all who need it most. Eyes muddied with filth are blind to benevolence.
Which way to Equisheim?
Clearly, the rebels aren't here.
No, but worry not. We've dispatched our priestesses to Equisheim just east of here, where we believe they're lurking.
Ah, we met one when passing through. She may be of some help.
Alright for
I'll ride
Equisheim.
back to the priestess in Equisheim.
You turn to leave when Orion takes you aside.
Well played with the lie, but I still hate having to talk to Veil guards. Bunch of crazy cultists.
Maybe, but the mercenary king is dead, and these cultists are serving the Emperor.
Why would the Emperor send them here? Is he asking for a civil war?
And why aren't they arresting us on sight? Surely word has spread that we almost destroyed the Church of St. Darchild. Until we find out, drinking that ale will have to wait.
No właśnie. No i niestety, ale sytuacja jest taka, że musimy szukać innej drogi. Czyli generalnie, jakby nie spojrzeć, dobrze biegłem na koniku. Patataj, patataj. Ale niestety było trzeba wrócić. Dobra, tą kopalnię złota myślę, że mógłbym odbić. O, mam możliwość Querro. Bardzo dobrze. Bardzo mnie to cieszy. Mamy kolejną budowlę, która do nas należy. Spróbuję jeszcze tutaj swoich sił. O, tu jedna taka kopalnia była właśnie. No, tylko że tutaj... Może to trochę go... Nie, dobra, nie, bo to są 5. poziomy w ogóle. Mimo, że ten poziom za dużo nie daje, to jednak wolę nie ryzykować. W takim wypadku biegniemy. You return to humble Equisheim, where the priestess continues her tireless
Come
work.
for healing, after all.
I'm fine. As for you, there were supposed to be priestesses here. Plural.
To bless these lands and purify the rebels. Yes. There were 10 of us. Someone or something is attacking Equisheim in the night, including my sisters. The villagers say it's a curse. They call it the ghost of the Veil. I'm the last priestess.
I need to get into the castle. Nie, na razie to porozmawiamy. What happened to your
You
sisters?
mean to say the priestesses are dead?
My sisters are in the arms of the High Father now. The rebels were kind enough to dignify each with a burial, at least. The people of Equishheim are kinder than I expected them to be, truth be told.
Why are you still alive?
Every priestess is dead, and yet here you are. You're either a very unique priestess or a spy.
Neither. We sisters prefer benevolence to brutishness. They set off for the wood to do their good work and were killed for it. I remained here.
Why send priestess instead of soldiers?
It's unlike a prior of the Veil to show kindness where he can punish. I'd have expected soldiers. That's what you Veil folk do, isn't it? Kill, burn, terrorize. You get the idea.
Of course not. The rebels aren't villains, but victims of their own impurity. Their souls don't deserve banishment, just cleansing.
No, powiem szczerze, że filozofię mają ciekawą działań. Who are you?
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Coruscant, third priestess of the Holy Temple under Mother Jeanne. My markings tell the rest of my story.
She reveals the painful scars of the Veil's practices. Dark, inky, marks of unknown sigils cluster and spread across her body.
I was marked pure, as all will be in the end. With these divine etchings on my body, I can channel the High Father's love.
No ciekawie, męczennica. Why aren't the Veil arresting
Surely
us?
you've heard about what happened at the Church of St. Darchild?
The lair of the insolent priest? I've heard of his fall from God, but nothing else.
Orion takes you aside.
No one here knows about what we did.
It's clearly being kept a secret. I just don't know why.
You return your attention to the priestess. I need to get into the castle.
Despite your losses, you remain to help Equishheim. Honorable for a servant of the Veil, but that puts us at odds.
Oh,
So long as there are rebels, the gates to the Hail remain closed. I need them opened.
we may not be at odds at all. I can grant you access. But I'm not leaving so long as the ghost of the Veil brings suffering to Equishheim. See this.
She shows you a young soldier with dark, strange lashes across her back.
These aren't war wounds, but animal in nature. The attack started in the wood the night the prior arrived.
Everyone will think he's doing a bit of rebel hunting.
They do, even though the ghost killed my sisters as well. We'll never win the trust of the people if they think we bring curses with us.
The solution is plain.
I kill the forest beast.
Stay here and finish healing who you can. I'll kill the beast responsible, then we ride for the Hail.
Villagers brave enough to speak say it lurks in the eastern forests. Start there. And be careful.
Może udzieliłaby jakiegoś błogosławieństwa? Quest Journal. Your adventure continues. As you progress, you will acquire multiple quests like this one. You can track all the quests you have acquired in the Quest Journal, reaching through the main menu. Quests are separated into 3 categories. Main quests. These are mandatory to continue the main story. Side quests. These are optional quests that are not necessary to continue the main story, but still have great rewards and stories. Companion quests. These are optional but very important for each companion. They delve into the personal story of each companion and will unlock powerful abilities and the world skills for each. Dobra, aktualnie będziemy ruszać w stronę orka i potworka. Tu mamy jakichś żołnierzy, ale to możemy od razu ich skonkurować. Many raczej nie potrzebujemy, mam 36 na 36, więc luz. First you hear them marching, then the clenching of metal, then chanting. The mercenary king's barracks are now occupied by Veil's guardians. To your surprise, you're met cordially and are escorted past the training fighters to the chambers of the Holy Light, the barracks' new sergeant. High Father blessed us with your presence. I have an urgent matter to discuss, and you're a perfect person to address it. Please, sir. I'll stand. No. The holy light huffs in frustration, waving away his door guards. Concern turns to panic on his face. Spit it out. Our holy prior of the Castle Hale is a cruel little shit, and I, for one, long to see his head on a spit, praise High Father this, and go in his light that. There's nothing holy about what he does, what he and the Inquisition Regent make us do. Isabel, my wife, the Inquisition Regent, said a witch's heart beat inside her, and you believed it. One does not say no to the Inquisition Regent. He demanded Isabel to be purified. In exchange, I was anointed holy light. But Isabel fought. I can still hear her screaming as they dragged her to the Church of High Father. Let me make sure I understand. You surrounded your wife to be marked pure in exchange for a promotion, and now that you have it, you want her back. I was weak. But there's still time. Find her, bring her home. And by High Father, tell no one. Z jednej strony znalazłbym tą żonę, jakby nie spojrzeć. Z drugiej strony powiedziałbym, że już przepadła i musi to zaakceptować. No bo tak jak powiedziała, zaakceptował awans za jej, nie wiem, oczyszczenie. Ale dobra. If I do this, you'll be in my debt. Holy light sights there's well in his eyes. Of course, I will do anything you ask. What will they do to your wife? When you handed over your wife, you must have known that would happen. I've heard stories of blood sacrifice, of prayer, evil spirits bursting from the bodies of the impure, but I've never seen it. Who is the Inquisition Regent? You mentioned the Inquisition Regent. I did. I understood the veil once. We were the consents of the Emperor, tempering his whims and husky spirit with doctrine. Day I met the Inquisition Regent. The man is more frightful than a crazed emperor could ever be. Why are the veil in the barracks? These are the barracks for the mercenaries King's Royal Guard, and yet you are here. Royal Guard, drunks and mana addicts. They were one of many dark shadows cast by the Empire's unholy past. The Holy Prior needed bodies to do his work. The Royal Guard sated that need. I'll be leaving. When you return to do so at night, we are being watched. I'm certain of it. Okej, tutaj mamy kolejnego Barona Galtiera. In the Baron's muddy courtyard, a large, jovial man inspects a broken carriage with several arrows protruding from its splintered sides. He waves you over. You there, I need a mercenary's eye. This heiress, the third caravan what's been attacked in the wood. What do you make of these arrows? They missed their real target. Well, no one intentionally hits the broadside of a caravan, especially no elf shooter. This here's a warning shot. They spook the riders away, steal the goods, and no one gets hurt. No one but me and my banka. These are your caravans? Aye. They were. I'm Baron Galtier. These are mine. This Baron is mine. And that makes this elf problem mine. Now, you got a keen eye. So what if I tell you there's money, meat and honor to the one who sorts this out? I find the elves who did this. Since that makes us partners, call me Galt. Why would elves attack? Elves have no place in the plains. There must be some reason they're here, and some reason they're violent. Their gods dead, they're fresh of a civil war, and they're scattered all over Nevenda. You'd better be a mighty feisty too. What was in the caravan? Was simple medical stocks heading for the front at Verantors, sent out of the goddess Omihad. How long have you been Baron? The old king and I ruled since before the whale rose up. Now he's gone. Soon I'll be too. Old men have no place in this world. Leave this problem to me. I'll find the elves who did this. And Galt, call me Avi. No. Tylko pewnie walcząc z krasnoludami narobimy z krasnoludami, z elfami narobimy stan wrogów. Ale kto wie. Próbujemy. No, możemy skonkurować. Bardzo dobrze. Przynajmniej nie musimy każdej walki osobno rozgrywać. Aha. Querro Leopard. Mamy tam tą bestię. Requires a companion who can clear wines. Divine essence. A crisp crack of the air is the only warning for the elven hour launched at your feet. Your eyes follow its trajectory up. Trees, birds, singing aimlessly, and a dome of sky beyond, but no elf inside. Whoever you are, you missed. It's an elven greeting. It means you're entering their territory. One of two greetings, in fact. The next is an arrow through the neck. A small party of elves emerges from the foliage. You are out-armed and surrounded. Step forward and die. Step back and be spared. You're thieves, not murderers. I've seen the way you attacked Baron's Galt caravans. If you were murderers, you'd have hit the drivers, not the wagons. Do not mistake my benevolence for weakness. This forest is the Tyrannial, the ancestral home of the Thai dynasty, my dynasty. I defend it from all intruders, even Galtier's caravans. Did he tell you what he transports? He's sending medical supplies to the front at Verantors. Typical lie. He sends dragon eggs stolen from mighty Ankh. Impossible. I met Ankh myself. She'd have eaten the man alive. Sensing your disbelief, the elf brings you to a nest of a massive broken eggs. One remains intact, carefully packed in a box marked Medical Wars of B. Galtier. There, do you see now? Unbelievable. There are so many. Some fragments look to be hundreds of years old, almost ready to hatch. Galtier invades our lands with these stolen goods, then lies about it. Even for the plains folk, he shocks me. I'll kill him. The people of the plains understand one language, violence. The only way to stop the Baron is to force him to stop. I give you my word I will beat that force. Then I give you my word this egg will be returned to its mother. From this day you are a friend of the Thai dynasty. Galleon be your guide. Okej. No i widzicie co się dzieje? Okłamał nas ten koleżka. Baron, zaraz zginiesz. Baron, we need to talk. Now, call me Galt. Good the friendly act, Galt. I know you stole dragon eggs and I know you're shipping them to the front. The otherwise jovial Baron turns dark. A sudden evil flickers in his eye. Lies, all of it. The only liar here is you, Baron. Guards, take her! No dobra, musimy sobie z nim poradzić, niestety. Runda pierwsza. Co to jest? Grants inspired to the first unit moving to the style.
Now you see me. Feel the snake's bite.
Bardzo dobrze.
Let's move.
I wykonamy sobie ruch z powrotem. A tutaj klasycznie sobie zaczekamy.
Mounting an offensive. Pressing the enemy. We will be victorious.
I call on his holy fury. Walk in his light.
No dobra. Co ona robi? Strikes with a short sickle dealing physical damage. Hits up 3 targets, dealing physical damage. Inflicts demoralize on the target if their HP is below
Can you
50%.
voices?
Nie, w taki sposób będziemy atakować.
Pressing the enemy on the offensive.
Okej. Tam nie przelecę, ale
Now
tutaj
you
tak.
see me. You mess with Abby, you mess with me.
Bardzo dobrze. Tutaj nie da rady.
Let's move. Die.
Okej. Możemy to załatwić w ten sposób, ale wiecie czemu nie chcę tego zrobić? Zabiję jego, on jak się ruszy tu, zaatakuje swingiem, to 3 osoby będą miały taunta. Ale może to i dobrze. Ewentualnie mogę go przyblokować tu.
Glory and honor. We make our stand here. Mounting an offensive. There will be no surrender. On the offensive.
Feel his wrath. I will carve his sword on you.
Runda numer 3.
Feel the snake's bite. Feel the snake's bite.
Dobra.
Holding the line.
You're mine.
Bardzo dobrze. Poruszymy się tutaj, będziemy mieli po skosie, a tak może.
The twin moons, red and blue.
We will be victorious.
A bo jeszcze ten tu jest, zapomniałem o nim. On za dużej krzywdy nie zrobi.
Guide my blade. Feel his wrath.
Feel my blade bite. Feel the snake's bite.
Dobra.
I'm going. Die.
Bardzo dobrze.
We make our stand here. Wear them down.
You die today. I call on his holy fury.
Dobra, zaatakujmy jego. Zostaje nam jeszcze nasza koleżanka. Serio? Dopiero teraz się ruszyła z tymi atakami.
Feel my blade bite. I think we're getting good at this. I'll sneak past them.
Bardzo dobrze.
Will be no surrender.
Dobra, i tu się już możemy ruszyć, bo raczej
Let's move.
tamten go tauntem dobija. Ewentualnie nasza demonica może go ubić. Czy tam, powiedzmy, nie wiem, opętana.
You die today. Feel his wrath.
No, za dużo to mu nie zrobiłem.
Feel the snake bite. Feel the snake bite.
Skubana jest silna taka nawet.
Wear them down.
Moving. Face your death.
Ale oberwała. I bum. Będzie? Też kryt. Nice. Empire minus 10. New standing. No właśnie, tak myślałem. Ale za to będziemy mieli plusa do elfów, także jest dobrze. As the Baron's body falls to your feet, the people of the barony emerge from their homes and cheer you on. Hail, they cheer. Hail to the new Baroness. Or what is happening? In the plains, you become Baron or Baroness by felling the Baron. So this place is ours? Technically it's yours, Baroness Aviana. A bit of a mouthful, but it works. The people look to you expectantly. It would seem a speech is in order. Join me in Ilion. People of the barony leave this muddied place. Your baroness commands you to ride for Ilion, your true home. The people cheer your name, thrilled by the hope of a better life. You meticulously oversee the preparations, and when they are ready, slowly release the twilight from your fingers, revealing the portal to your new home. The bravest step in first, then another and another, all seeing their new home for the first time, just as you had done before. O, ładnie. Nowy unit, soldier mamy. Elficki Alliance. Pięknie. Zyskaliśmy też punkt, można by powiedzieć. Punkt czego? Zdolności. You returned to find the Elven clan, but no dragon egg. I've dispatched our fastest warrior to return the dragon's egg to the mountain range as promised. No właśnie, i oto mamy za sojuszników naszych kolegów i koleżanki elfy. No niestety tego poisonu swańców nie usuniemy, ale możemy sobie w tym momencie zakończyć odcinek. Dziękuję wam bardzo za uwagę i do zobaczyska. Następny odcinek będzie dopiero jutro, bo niestety, ale lecę na nockę do pracy. Trzymajta się.